A vengeful spirit haunts young Faye, tied to her mom's dark secret. Can she break free from its curse? This is a story from my childhood, back when I was a kid growing up in a small rural town in the Midwest. About 20 years ago, I was an only child at the time, living with my family in a quiet, tight-knit community. Like most kids, I was terrified of ghosts. But it seemed like I had something different about me, something that made me encounter strange things more often than others. I kept having these episodes, like I was being possessed. It happened so frequently that it became a part of my life. The episodes were always the same. I'd suddenly feel a chill. My whole body would break out in goosebumps, and it was like someone was standing behind me, brushing their hand across my back. Then, I'd black out and barely remember anything afterward. At first, I told my mom about it. She brushed it off, saying I was just scared of ghosts and letting my imagination run wild. But the episodes got worse. I'd find myself wandering out to the porch in a daze. Or sometimes I'd end up in the middle of the street without knowing how I got there. Other times, I'd be sitting alone, crying, with no memory of why. Someone always managed to pull me back just in time. Eventually, my mom started to believe something was wrong. She took me to see the older folks in town, people who knew about spiritual things. They performed a cleansing ritual, wrapping me in white thread, chanting prayers, and sprinkling holy water over me. It helped for a little while, but the episodes always came back. For years, my life revolved around these rituals, trying to keep whatever it was at bay. One day, I went to a friend's house a few miles out of town. Just the two of us. No adults. There, I met my friend's uncle, an old guy who was known around town for dabbling in the occult, someone who knew things. He stared at me for a long time before calling me over. "Kid," he said, "do you know you've got a spirit following you?" I froze, my heart racing, and asked, "How do you know that?" He looked me dead in the eyes and said, "You need to tell your mom to make peace with it. That spirit's been following you, trying to take you with it. It's angry that you got to live. But it didn't. It's a boy, a young boy." I was terrified. As soon as I got home, I stormed in and confronted my mom. "Mom, did I have a brother? Did you do something to him?" Her face went pale, and she grabbed my arm hard. "Where did you hear that?" she demanded. I told her to answer me first. She got this wild, angry look and shouted, "Yeah, okay, it was your grandma's idea. You think I wanted to do it? He was already 6 or 7 months along. How'd you find out? Nobody knows about this." I broke down crying and told her about my friend's uncle. After that, she just sat there, sobbing quietly, not saying a word. The next morning, she took me to the local church to make an offering. I heard her whisper, "Come back as my child again." I didn't mean it. "I'm so sorry." From that day on, the strange episodes stopped completely. And you know what's crazy? Not long after, my mom gave birth to my little brother.